Hi dears. Today now we are going to topic about transpiration in plants and circulation in animals. Okay, then only repeat again. Transportation in plants and circulation in animals. So your topic unit 14s. Okay, unit 14s. First one. You can see the pictures. Okay, you can see the pictures. First one, that is um, human body organizations of one parts. Okay, then only plants, xylem and phloem parts of plants. Okay, multicellular organism possess million of cells in their body. Every cells need a constant supply to essential substances like nutrients and oxygens to maintain life and survival. Food is the only source of energy, and every gets in energy by the breakdown of glucose. The cell utilize this energy and grow when various vital activities of life. So two pictures of comparisons. Human bodies organisms. So human bodies organisms, because human bodies organisms circulations of blood, so carry to all the parts of bodies circulations of movement. So one place to other place of circulations movement, this is called as transportation. So can you understand? Some examples of plants absorbs of water. So absorbs of root absorbs of water. So root side absorbs of water. Can we move that all side parts of the bodies carry to them. ஸோ எல்லா பார்ட்ஸுக்குமே பிளான்ட்ஸ் வந்து என்ன செய்யுது, கொண்டுட்டு போகுது. ஸோ எதை, வாட்டர்ஸ் நம்ம ரூட்டில் தான் நம்ம வாட்டர்ஸை கொட்டுறோம் இல்லையா, ஊற்றுறோம், பாய்க்கிறோம். ஸோ அது வந்து என்ன செய்யுது, கேரி டு ஆல் பார்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் த பாடி, கேரி டு திம். ஓகே, ஸோ எல்லா பார்ட்ஸுக்குமே இது என்ன செய்யுது, கொடுக்குது. மினரல்ஸோ நியூட்ரியன்ஸோ, ஸோ எல்லா பார்ட்ஸுக்குமே அது கொடுக்குது இல்லையா. இதுதான் என்ன அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் transportations. Okay, can you understand students? So all living things, transportations of in our body. Okay, நம்மளுடைய பாடிகளில் எல்லாமே டிரான்ஸ்போரேஷன் ஒன்று நடந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறதுனால தான். ஸோ ஆல் லிவிங் திங்ஸ், நேம் ஆஃப் transpiration of living things. ஓகே, ஸோ லிவிங் திங்ஸ் எதுக்கு சொல்கிறோம் அப்படின்னா, உயிர் உள்ளவங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னால். ஸோ டிரான்ஸ்பிரேஷன் நம்மளுக்கு எல்லாம் நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கிறதுனால தான் நம்மளை என்ன சொல்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னா லிவிங் திங்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. ஸோ பிளான்ட், அனிமல்ஸ் அண்ட் ஹியூமன் பீயிங்ஸ். ஸோ மோஸ்ட் வேர்ல்ட் ஆஃப் ஆக்குபைஸ் இன் திஸ் லிவிங் வேர்ல்டு. ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் தென் ஒன்லி நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன், what is this? What is this? ஸோ அப்படின்னா என்ன, xylem transport water and minerals obtained from the soil. So xylem transport of water, minerals obtained from the soil, and phloem transport product of photosynthesis. ஸோ சைலம் என்ன பண்ணுது, மினரல்ஸை வந்து சாயிலேருந்து என்ன செய்யுது, கொண்டுட்டு போய் ஸோ அதர் பார்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் த சைடுக்கு என்ன செய்யுது, ஸோ கிவிங் கொடுக்குது. ஸோ ஃப்ளோயம் டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட் ப்ராடக்ட் ஆஃப் ஃபோட்டோசிந்தசிஸ். ஸோ ஃபோட்டோசிந்தசிஸை பண்ணுறது என்ன அப்படின்னு சொன்னால், ஸோ phloem parts of the body, so photosynthesis, so all parts of the body is circulated. Okay, so leaves other parts of the plants versus tracheids of the roots. Stem and leaves are connected to from the continuous systems in xylem cells to transport of waters to all the parts of the plants. Some examples of wait for few minutes. Some examples of roots conducted from the other bodies of carry to them other parts of the minerals. Okay, this is called as xylems. That is a phloem parts of the photosynthesis. So sunlight, that is the examples of sunlight, this is covered to the photosynthesis. So photosynthesis cover to all parts of the bodies, increases of plants. Okay, so human body circulations of all parts of the bodies circulated in this human bodies. The plants circulations of these plants all cover the body. So all cover the bodies of only increase of plants. Okay, only increase of plants. This is called as, so transpiration is called as one place to another place movement of minerals and any foot of the nutrients. So this is called as transportations. Okay, can you understand? Okay, then only means of transportation in plants, that is, this is a means of transport in plants: deficiencies, active transport, and osmosis. So plasmolysis, that is a means of transportation. So osmosis is movement of solvent of water molecules from the region of higher concentration. That is a plasmolysis, that is occurs when the living plant's cell is placed to hyperdonic solutions. Water molecules moves out of the cells and resulting in the shrinkage of the photoplasma away from the cell wall. Okay, next one, deficiencies and osmosis is a comparisons of these pictures. Okay, deficiency, this is called as deficiency, the movement of deficiency. First one, movement of molecules from the high concentration and low concentrations. Okay, so this is called as first one, high concentration, this is one, low concentration. This is movement of the circulations of liquid and gaseous molecules, regions of higher concentration to the region lower concentration without the utilization of energy is called as deficiency. So higher concentration molecules heat பண்ணும்போது, so evaporated of gases. So molecule from regions of higher concentration regions, their lower concentration. First one higher concentration, then only lower concentration with is utilized of energy. Okay, utilized of energy, this is called as deficiency. This is called as deficiency. Then only osmosis. Osmosis is the movement of solvent water molecules, the region of the higher concentration, this only higher concentration. This the region of lower concentration through semi preamble, this is lower concentration, this is semi preamble. Okay, semi preamble membrane. This process carried out till then equilibrium is reached. Osmosis is passive movement of water any other solvent molecules. So osmosis movement of passive movement. Okay, so passive movement, osmosis of passive movement of water any other solvent molecules. So solvent molecule, this is called as solvent molecule, this is called as osmosis. Then only active transport. What is active transport? Active transport utilize energy to pump molecules against a concentration gradient. Active transport is carried out by membrane bound protein. This process of moving molecules across the cellular membrane through the use of cellular energy. So active transport usually accumulated in needed molecules such as amino acid, glucose. This is an adenosine triphosphate. This examples of simple formula of adenosine triphosphate. This is known as primary active transport. This is known as primary active transport. Okay, next one, root care of absorbing unit. Okay, root care water of absorbing unit. First one of all, there are million of root cars on the tip of the root which absorbed and minerals the deficiency. So million of root car. this position of million of root cars of inside of root. Okay, root cars thin wall. This wall is thin wall. Root car wall is thin, thin cell. It is increases of cell increases. This position of cell increases. Okay, surface areas of the absorption. So this area absorptions of water, minerals and nutrients. Okay, water, minerals and nutrients, three contains absorb in inside of roots. Okay, so do that work of absorbing waters and minerals and nutrients, do that work of root. So root needed of very importance of minerals. Okay, next one, pathway of water absorbing in plants. So once water enter the root curves, the concentration of water molecules in the root curve cells become more than that is the cortex. Thus water from the root curve moves to the cortical cells by osmosis and then reaches the xylem. From there, the water is transferred to stem and leaves. So what is first reaction of soil? So soil, put the soils and root core. So first step root core and epidermis and cortex. Then only endodermis and pericycles. Then only root xylems. So this way of this way of pathway of absorbing in plant. So absorbing of plants of any waters and nutrients and this absorbs insides of plants. So way of this line. Okay, next one, what is different pathway of water movement in roots explains. So two types of root explains of apoplast and symplost. Okay, so apoplast pathways the movement of occur exclusively through cell wall without the involvement of any membranes. Cell wall any membranes இல்லைன்னா என்ன இருக்குது எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவ் growth of water movement of pathway. Okay, so majority of amount of water goes through the apollost pathway. Transpiration. What is transpiration? This the water eventually is released to the atmosphere as vapor via the plant stomato. Thin, tiny, closable and pore like structure. Okay, plants stomato, tiny, closable. So pore like structures of surface of leaves. This way plants stomato. Okay, stomato. So root systems of first, then only stomato, and stomato leaves, stoma leaves is it is tiny closables. Okay, so pore like structures, the leaves overall this uptake of water the root. So uptake of water the root. So both ways of stem. Okay, so through the plant except it to all parts. Release of vapors by leaves is known as transpiration. So this position, release of vapors, this root, it is in root systems of root absorbing waters, then only conduct so carried to all parts of the bodies to donated, then only heated of evaporation. So that is called as transpirations. Okay, heated of evaporation, this is called as transpirations. Okay students, next topics next class. Okay, shall we move next class? Okay, thank you to all. Thank you students.